Hello guys, and welcome back to another video for the channel. As you can see, we're on WWE 2K17, but I'm not going to be playing this one. This is me talking about how WWE could improve things, or the state of WWE at the minute. And in this episode, this is sort of a tester episode just to see how it would go, it's going to be the Cruiserweights, and what's happened since the Cruiserweight Classic, basically. As you can see, I've put what I think will be the Wrestlemania match. It's been kind of rumoured, but not confirmed yet, that it's going to be the ladder match, because, you know, they have like the 8-9 man ladder matches at Mania pretty much every year. Not much for the IC title, but obviously Dean Ambrose v Baron Corbin, that's going to be that this year, so it must be the Cruiserweights, that's what everyone's saying. I would like to see that, because, you know, give them a chance to actually do some aerial offense, which they don't get to do, but we'll get into that in the video. As you can see, we've got Neville, the Brian Kendrick, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, TJ Perkins, and homeboy himself, Noam Dar. Now, this should be good, but the main reason for this video is to talk about the Cruiserweight division itself, and what could be improved on, what they could have done differently, and hopefully in the future what they should do. So let's get into it. Point number one, as this match kicks off, will be what has happened since the Cruiserweight Classic, which was, I think everyone can agree, absolutely fantastic. It started off good. Their debut on Raw, when they it was the Raw, there were a couple of Raws after SummerSlam. I think it might have been, I can't remember, but anyway, when they debuted on Raw, everyone was hyped for it, because it was sort of 2 weeks after the Cruiserweight Classic finished, and everyone was excited to see more proper Cruiserweight stuff again. I think they made a mistake with putting them on Raw straight away, because a little bit rushed in terms of things. You know what Raw's like, they just try to get promo after promo, section after section, and matches last about 10 minutes if you're lucky. And the Cruiserweights having to stand out in the midst of all the main Raw stuff, it never really worked. No one could connect with them really the way they did in the Cruiserweight Classic, so to try and fix that, they launched 205 Live, which was going to be the Cruiserweights 1 hour show on the network, like pretty much like NXT, but for the Cruiserweights alone. And things have been getting slightly better since then, especially recently with the feud between Jack Gallagher and Neville. Basically, Neville turning heel has started to save the Cruiserweight division. Now that we've had a chance to actually invest in characters and storylines and stuff like that, it's been good. A lot of people, including myself, have saw similarities between the Divas Revolution and the Cruiserweights themselves, because they both kind of started off in a little bit of a mess, but, well, I mean, you can still argue that the Divas division, well, sorry, not the Divas division, the Women's division now, is still a little bit flustered, because, you know, they're both a bit thin on each roster. Back when the draft got first made, I was very much in the boat of the women should stay on one division, Cruiserweights on one division, tags on one division, you know. Each show would offer a specific thing, rather than, oh, we'll both have one of everything. But going back to the Cruiserweights, they seem to get lost in the shuffle because of the draft, almost. Which was a real shame. They did have a chance to go on to SmackDown, because for those of you that don't know, the 205 Live tapings happen after SmackDown. So it goes on a Monday, 3 hours of Raw, then on a Tuesday, 2 hours of SmackDown, and an hour of 205 Live, and then Wednesday you get your hour of NXT. It was kind of dumb of them to keep the Cruiserweights on Raw at that point, because they had the opportunity to swap them to SmackDown, because it was Kalisto versus the Brian Kendrick. And that was the match at SummerSlam, so it was a couple of weeks before SummerSlam. I think the Cruiserweights got brought up. I think it was after Battleground. That's probably why I'm getting a little bit confused. But yeah, they had the opportunity to switch them to SmackDown, so they'd have, some showcase matches on SmackDown, but then the main stuff would be on 205 Live. The crowd would still be hyped for them because they saw them earlier on, hopefully. That would have been a little bit better, but now it seems like they're getting just a little bit overexposed now that they're on Raw and 205 Live. I don't know, I think it would work a little bit more flush if it was SmackDown and 205 Live instead, just because they're the same day. It would have worked a little bit better. But again, I digress, because they seem to be slowly building their way up, the way they did with the Divas Revolution and the women's division. And again, they need that one big storyline. Hopefully, the rumoured ladder match at Mania goes off, because that would showcase, I don't know, 8 to 9 guys, maybe? Because if we're talking the Cruiserweight division right now, you've got Neville, Jack Gallagher, Noam Dar, they need Brian Kendrick, you've got Lindsay Dorado, you've got Tony Nese, you've got Rich Swann, you've got, I can't remember his name, but you've got about 10 guys that could possibly be in this match at Mania. That's 10 guys that you're given spotlight to on the grandest stage of all. It'll probably be the opener match, the curtain jerker, because it's always the ladder match to get the crowd hyped up. I mean, look at last year's Mania with Zack Ryder winning the IC title. The crowd were hyped up until about the Triple H match, or I should call it the Roman Reigns match, but again, digress. I think giving them a big spotlight to put on an amazing show would do wonders for them. And then leading off of Mania, that is a big question, because with the women's division, it was kind of simple, just keep booking them in great matches and great storylines. But with the Cruiserweights, because they're getting little segments on Raw, which are basically advertisements for 205 Live, and then all the main stuff is on 205 Live, the mainstream audience won't really care about it. So I think going forward, the WWE have to, this isn't just, they could, but if they don't, then it's not the end of the world. They have to start showcasing main storylines properly on Raw. I know we had the sort of face-off between Neville and Jack Gallagher before their match at Roadblock, which was one of the matches of the night. We never got too much in the way of storylines and stuff like that. Especially before that as well, with Neville and TJ Perkins, was it that had? No, it was Rich Swann. Rich Swann had the title. I think definitely it needs a sort of revamp, a reworking, just a little bit. They're starting to get the formula right now. And maybe, I don't even know what pay-per-view is after Mania. It's not Backlash anymore, is it? It's Extreme Rules. I think that's it. By then, hopefully, we can start to get a little bit more continuity, some more investment, some more overall fan support for the Cruiserweight division. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, these are top athletes. This is something that's been missing in WWE for, how many years? Since 2010? In fact, no, it might have been 08, because it was when Hornswoggle won the title, they started to shut down the Cruiserweight division, which was stupid, because the Cruiserweight division is fantastic. I mean, look at some of the workers you've had. You've had Eddie Guerrero, you've had Rey Mysterio, you've had Chavo Guerrero, you've had Gregory Helms, aka the Hurricane. You've had so many great athletes in that division, and to have it shut down because they put the title on Hornswoggle, well, it's not because of that. They used that as a scapegoat. They wanted rid of it. But the Cruiserweight division definitely has the potential to be a big draw, but it needs the time and it needs the work that the Divas Revolution had. And once that happens, I mean, look at the Divas now. Well, sorry, the women now. They main evented Raw, main evented pay-per-views. I mean, I'm not saying the Cruiserweights are going to do that by any means, although they could. it would be nice to see them being taken seriously. So as the replay goes of Neville winning this match, which might happen at Mania, King of the Cruiserweights retaining on the grandest stage of all, wouldn't mind it. Hopefully, the Cruiserweights can go in the way of the women in WWE, and they can just propel themselves to main event status, because, in all honesty, that's what they deserve. As usual, I have been Declan Gordon. You've been amazing watching this. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe. Something special coming at 100 subs. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.